Let's try it again. Happy Friday. Today is March 5th. Ooh, time is flying. March 5th, the start of spring break. All late work is due today. And by today, of course, I mean by 11:59 p.m., by midnight, basically. So be sure you take care of business, especially the major grades. Suffer and do quality work. Don't just turn in crap and have me turn it back to you. You know how I am. Do quality work. Looking for word limits, and be sure you write enough, do enough, so that you get a good grade. Get a 90, get 100. A lot of times those can get you passing unless you really have done no daily work. You need to do more, but keep that in mind. Take care of business today so you don't have to suffer later. So we will use our imagination, focus on our emotions, and write. God, I love writing. It's so much fun. And we will do the work now. I'll use my imagination, focus on my emotions, and write. And then for our close, well, what did you write about? So for our writing, you saw my email this morning, have something to write on, something to write with. It's just going to be a quick write. Write what you're thinking about spring break, what you're thinking about life, and so forth. And just write at least a paragraph. And you don't be surprised as once you start writing, you're like, wow, I want to keep going. Some people wrote me just a paragraph. Some people wrote me a whole page. It's up to you. And the way I'm grading it is basically you send me the picture, you get a 70. You write me a whole sentence, just one sentence, a line and a half, you can get 100. So it's going to be pretty easy. We'll be done in 10 minutes. And then we are pretty much done for the day unless anybody has questions for me about their grades or what they need to do to get passing. If you also have questions about your grades in your other classes, I can look you up in Hack and I can tell you where you stand right now in any and all of your classes. I can't see the individual assignments, but I can tell you what your grades are and give you any kind of advice you might want or need. So anyway, let's get started with our writing assignment. All right, so if you go into week 9, Friday's work, spring poem. Come on, Wi-Fi, you can do it. So write on paper. I sent you an email this morning. Write on paper. Take a picture, upload it. There are quotes on spring. You want to use those as springboards to get you thinking, or you can just write. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I want you to write whatever you're thinking about spring break, your emotions, and I've got some quotes on spring. You can use those if you want to use the quote, copy the quote down, and then write after that, but you don't have to. This is just to give you ideas. So once again, you do not have to use these quotes. You can if you want to, but basically just write. And the first one is, nothing lasts forever except the day before your start of vacation, by Kaylin Anderson. Spring is when life's alive in everything, Christina Rossetti. Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party, woo, by Robin Williams. And annoying screen thing won't go away. Live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink in the wild air. And that's by some famous poet whose name I can't recall and I can't see because I've done things in the way. So take a minute, think about those quotes. If you want to use the quote, copy it down, but you don't really have to. Like I said, you should have paper, pencil, or pen. There it is, Ralph Waldo Emerson, paper or pen. The quotes are also listed in the grade in Schoology. If you want to get the quote from there, you can get it there. I'm going to play us 2 songs, and after the 2 songs, you should be done. If you're not writing now, why? Just do it now. You're a good person. Get something to write on, scribble on. I don't care if it looks pretty or not. All right, let's get started writing 2 songs, and then we're done.